smug, condescending,
snarky,
arrogant, snarky.
What?
His was hey, Chatter.
I did not think that Joe was going to address the whole Rory situation that was happening on Spaces over a matter of days.
Don't you hate when the drama land right when you're doing some shit you gotta do? Oh, yeah.
But they get right into it on today's drop, episode 878, Streets Need a Body.
I'm sorry, I got something to do. I was writing some Spaces. But where do y'all want to start?
There.
Is that where you want to start, Mona? Okay.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I want to know.
And Mona is right there ready to help them to unpack this topic. Now, before we get into Joe's reaction as well as the cast, let me give you some context. So this all started after Rory, Mal, and Damaris were on their episode talking about the Grammy nominations, and Damaris said this.
X is going to sweep and it's going to piss me off because the Clips deserves to win. And that's not Kendrick
just
Lamar
opened
hate.
his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now.
He's a Grammy darling. That goes without saying.
But I remember when they had these takes.
Kendrick's album or the build up or the anticipation.
Like I told y'all, he was going to get out of here. He was going to be rapping his off.
I will say right now, Kendrick Lamar is the best active rapper alive. And I will stand by that.
He's an artist in every sense of the word. He pays attention to detail. He's very calculated. He's very conscious of how he looks and how he comes across and how his music sounds. And he blends jazz and hip hop and all these different genres in his music. So he's an artist, and you see that when he's on stage.
Now, you know Joe Budden just said the same thing about Kendrick being a Grammy darling a few weeks ago, and the internet got on him about that. But Damaris takes it a step further. Instead of just leaving her opinion on the pod, she takes to Twitter and says this. Show me where I said verbatim, I hate his voice. Not a fan is what I remember saying. I listen to Kendrick's music. I do not hate Kendrick. I said multiple times I respect him and that he deserves what he gets. I've been very impartial. This narrative starting to irritate me. Y'all aren't victims. And a fan said, all right, bet. Here's the receipts.
Change our minds. We're not Kendrick Lamar fans. I've said on every platform possible, I hate the way Kendrick Lamar raps. I hate the sound of his voice.
Same.
Now, as the Twitter debate is happening, people are pulling more and more receipts for Rory and Damaris until it gets to the point that there's Twitter spaces happening and people are debating the topic.
It was because I wasn't educated in his body of work. And it took me having to peel. So I say all that to say, not to throw Damaris bail because, baby girl.
So he wasn't in your top three? He wasn't in your big three?
He wouldn't have been in my top three because I wasn't educated enough on it. I never gave his album a chance to listen to it. And I feel like a lot of people who have a lot to say about Kendrick is based on them being either misinformed or uneducated or never really actually giving it a true listen.
Now, Rory comes in and he starts talking about tweets that I don't think everyone was aware of, but here is where it takes off.
Hey.
What up, Rory?
Oh, no, I'm just finding out on the internet that I hate black women.
Oh, Ross.
Oh, yeah. I'm finding that out, too. I'm looking
I'm just finding
with
out.
the magnifying, like, whoa.
Yeah, no, shit crazy.
Okay, so first of all, hey, Ross, are those AI or are they real tweets?
Which ones?
Now, keep this question in mind, okay? Because it's going to come back in just a few.
Should we go through them?
We could go through every last tweet.
There's
not a single thing I will ever hide behind.
The correct answer here should have been no. The correct response to this would have been not going in Twitter Spaces and addressing it on your podcast, apologizing, shutting down your Twitter, course correcting, talking to your PR team. And I cannot understand for the life of me the people that have had the opportunity to be a part of the JVP ecosystem, why they have not used that opportunity as a learning experience to know what to do and what not to do. Because we have seen Joe Budden go in spaces, we have seen him react on camera, and he handles it a certain way, although he's probably made a lot of mistakes, at one time or another. I do think Rory has had the opportunity with the amount of years that he spent alongside Joe and in media to learn that this is not how you handle it, as well as to come in with like a an attitude of, I don't think I did anything wrong. But let's listen to the rest of this.
Okay,
I know who I am, and this
Are
is
they
actually
old
hilarious.
tweets that already came out already? Like, I feel like I see.
No, this is all that I'm looking at now.
So at this point, it's not clear whether these are AI generated tweets or if these are tweets that are connected to Rory's actual profile. But he says he's just looking at them now. But pay attention to the dates that Rocky brings up.
Okay, so there's one tweet by you, Roars.
There was one that I saw everyone getting mad at of I'm gonna celebrate my birthday for the whole month like a black girl. I would make that joke right now.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
Like,
Rory.
Okay, now we do have to take it.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad.
That's not a bad one.
I would make that joke today.
That's a no for me. And there were several times that people tried to stop him. He did say on Spaces multiple times that he had people texting him and messaging him to get off Spaces. Maul even at one point comes in and says, Rory, go to bed. And he keeps going.
I just came up here to joke. I came up here to joke. Matter of fact, Gina can come up too. I came up here to joke. Like, me and Damaris were really laughing. Like, people really think that
Now, remember I said to make note of that AI conversation.
So are we saying that's an...
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, because
you think I've studied every tweet I've done since 2009? I have no idea what that is.
Okay, so here's the thing, Roy. You my guy, so we're gonna talk this through. If you do click on the link, the retweets, it does go back to your timeline.
Okay, so do you remember like Twitter?
Mm-hmm.
When people would go back and forth like in our niche worlds? Mm-hmm. I'm sure that had something to do with us joking back and forth.
Now, mind you, they were just having the conversation about AI being involved in some of these tweets. And then later on, they arrive here. And now he's trying to explain it away, saying this was a part of the Twitter era. But then he further goes on to drag Damaris into it and say that they were laughing and joking about some of the tweets and that Twitter era.
Rory is like a raging racist, right? Fine, he's a raging racist. Yeah, Rory, stop being sarcastic because that's what they don't like about you is that you're being
trolling is not going to work.
You that's what they don't like about you, right? So just stop doing that because it's just not working in your favor. But the whole entire purpose of this is there's nothing, Rory. There's nothing that you can do. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if you're just in Spaces just like because you want to talk, but there's nothing that you can say to change these people's mind because they don't know you. And on top of that, it's not like Rory's tweet just got resurfaced and now there's a whole group of people that want to find out what Rory cares about. They don't like you because they think you don't like Kendrick. So they're not going to like you no matter what you say. So it doesn't like there's no cleaning up here. So that's why I'm like, are you in here just to kick it? Because if so, like you can just go like do something better because they're not here to like, you know what I'm saying, really hear you out. They don't give a, they painted a narrative about you. You back that narrative up with some stupid tweets. They weren't around for the time. You can't explain it. There's nothing you can do. Like, you're not going to apologize because you know you didn't say anything worth like really apologizing for. And you're not going to give an ingenuine apology because you're not sorry because you didn't mean any harm when you tweeted it. So I don't know at this point, I don't know what anybody is like in here like for, like other than to bash you. Are you seeing what I'm saying? But if you want to stand here and get bashed, like you can do that. But
Damaris, the attitude you just admitted yourself. The attitude behind it is sarcastic. It's not like he's coming off as I want to have a genuine conversation. He's making a joke out of it. He's not really trying to have a genuine conversation.
All right, let's have a genuine conversation.
I don't think he would be making a joke out of it because I don't think it's something that's funny.
Let's have a genuine conversation.
Now, I know by this point, you're probably asking, okay, well, what were the tweets?
There was a bunch of tweets. Some of them were offensive to celebrities. Some were seen as anti-black women, etc. That's what happened.
Now, I am not going to regurgitate those tweets on my platform. Rory was given plenty of opportunity on Spaces to course correct, and he took it as a joke. He was sarcastic. He was dismissive. And at one point, he even blamed his girlfriend, I believe at the time, who is now his ex, that she took his phone and probably tweeted those things. Then over 2 hours into the conversation, they asked, would you say or tweet those things again? And this is his response.
Would you tweet any of these tweets today?
Which ones?
Any of them.
I said
the ones
before.
that everybody's offended by.
One or two I've said I've joked about on the podcast already.
But she's asking you today, Rory, today, not 7 years ago.
Rory, you gotta have better answers. Come on, bro.
Now, since Damaris and Rory both have deleted or deactivated their Twitter, they're probably hoping this will blow over and the internet will forget. But there's always receipts, and the internet does not forget. Rory did go onto his podcast to issue an apology to those that he was being dismissive to and to those who were generally in the space, as he put it, looking for an answer regarding the tweets and retweets.
I apologize because I did come off dismissive to some people that did not deserve that were just saw something out of context and was like, yo, what's up with this? And I was a little condescending and dismissive in the beginning.
Now, according to Mark Lamont Hill's Anatomy of an Apology coming up, it seems like Rory's apology was missing a few key elements.
Basically, like, here's what an apology should be. I'm sorry. Here's my understanding of what I did wrong. I'll never do it again. Here's how I'm going to make this right.
And this takes me to something Joe said, I believe, before this.
Himself, he went on Spaces to explain his position and had a very long 4.5 hour
and put on an absolute masterclass in how you should not defend yourself.
Yeah. 4.5 hours is way too long.
An absolute, boy, that was...
You said in how you should not.
Should not.
It is a way to do that.
The opening part of that conversation. In the Spaces.
In the Spaces. Dismissive, smug, condescending,
snarky,
arrogant, snarky.
What?
His position was anybody that knows me knows that I don't hate black people. I'm not a racist. Yada yada yada. People were trying to tell him we all don't know you.
Right.
And this is how these tweets come off. A lot of the tweets were a lot worse than the looking in my rim rap lyric part that Mark
I want to
mentioned.
know the worst.
I wouldn't read them.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable.
I wouldn't even read them, but
Okay.
they were pretty bad. So I think people were just trying to hold him accountable and get him to at least acknowledge that in them resurfacing, there are people that weren't around back then that are hurt, that feel a way, that listen to you, that follow you, that look up to you, yada, 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 all of the
But
bells
even
and
the
whistles.
people that do know you, they still be hurt about it. Even if they people get hurt by stuff like that, especially when they support you.
But I think some people gave him grace because
it grew legs.
Yeah.
It grew legs rather quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, and mentioning Beyonce doesn't ever stop things from growing legs.
Yeah.
So that's its own.
He mentioned Beyonce.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Beyonce tweet. Yeah, Rory's gonna get off.
Yeah, 2011 was a different time.
Y'all agree that Twitter was like a whole nother place back then?
It was.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing it.
That just doesn't excuse anything.
Yeah.
No.
It was. I was there for it. I participated. It just doesn't excuse anything. If the tweets ever come up, which, number one, I'm confused how people that have some stuff going on are not doing a forensic cleanse
I got
on their across their
8,000
social media.
followers and
In 2011, them tweets were so bad they start kicking my back in. Them tweets were so bad, this mother butted broke him at the coach. I was like, I didn't know this nigga in 2011. I had no idea who he was in 2011. But
Now, I keep hearing different mics, different voices repeat this statement. When we keep repeating this statement, it starts normalizing the behavior. I don't care what era Twitter was in. When has it ever been okay to make anti-black woman statements and it is accepted? It is considered the wild, wild west. Let's take the retweets out of the equation, since that seems to be where Rory keeps getting hung up. If you look at the ones that he was actually tweeting, they are anti-black. This is what happens when guests of the culture become too comfortable in the culture and those who are around them do not check behavior. These tweets go back from 2011. There's some from 12. I believe there's pages and pages of tweets that Twitter users have pulled and screenshotted. And to give the JBP the benefit of the doubt at this moment when they're having the conversation, they may not have seen all of those tweets come out. If you go pull them up and look at them, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. As Rocky, who hosted the space, was going over tweet after tweet, Rory continued to have the same attitude. And on top of that, Maul came in the room with the attitude of Rory doesn't have anything to explain, also being very dismissive. Damaris came in the room and explained the only reason that people have an issue with it is because of his Kendrick take. Now, while that may have started the ball rolling, they all missed the point that these tweets should have never existed in the first place.
Rory's going to do what he apologized for some of the tweets that he would not retweet or post or say today in 2025.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
How I tell you to come on and get him off and you make it worse? Jesus.
With this shit. Yo, Rory.
Hiring?
Hey, yo, Rory, go
Who
to
is
sleep.
hiring?
Go to sleep. Go, Rory, go to bed, man. Go to bed.
Man,
I know you ain't asking for no
How about
shit
that?
like that.
Because you got some weird tweets that we can bring up.
This nigga got weird ass tweets too.
Foul ass nigga. We can get down on your ass. Mom.
You could get down on who is that? Who
Silly
is that?
ass.
Who is that?
Right. Who is that? Yeah.
Huh, you
Both
got
of y'all
weird
clowns
tweets.
get off the space.
You know you got weird.
Both of you clowns.
Bro, y'all are
He's
crazy.
cornball. Hey, yo, Rory, man.
Yeah,
just
get
go
your
to
goofy
sleep.
ass off
You
here,
in here with
boy.
some cornballs, man. Just
Yeah,
go to
get your
sleep,
goofy
Rory.
off here, boy. Clown.
Oh, that's a tough guy right there. Gangster.
Right. Nah, I ain't tough. They standing there. Standing there.
Hey, Mo, if y'all
They're standing there.
Gangster.
They're standing there, brother. I don't get tough until I get flight itineraries.
Oh, boy. Spell itinerary.
Hey, next question, brother. Silly ass. Yeah, if you start pulling up your tweets, shit
Hey,
will get
Rory,
real
pull up my
dark in this
tweet. Pull them
goofball.
up.
Yeah,
Get
your
dark
goofy
weird.
ass out of here. Goofball.
Pull up my tweets.
Hey,
Who is
Rocky,
that?
who
This
got
guy
the next
know-
question?
he know
Stop.
who he's talking to. I
Get
don't
these
care about no
suckers off the
tweets.
mic.
I'm trying to figure out why
These
Rory
niggas, bro.
We
Damn these
out.
Dog,
Y'all
I
is
could-
crazy on this.
You
shit.
the suckers,
Hey,
bro. I
Rocky,
know
hey,
y'all
Rocky.
don't care about that
Hey,
shit.
Hey, Rocky.
You
y'all would
talk
cornballs
crazy
in
about
here?
black women. Y'all backbite you. You just clowns, bro. Y'all beta males, bro.
Hold on.
Who is that?
Especially in this climate and how some of them present themselves up there on that podcast, as well as audio coming out just a few weeks ago with people trying to decipher what word he said and what word he didn't say. So when you put all of that together with how Rory has presented himself to the world, is this a case of someone who has gotten too comfortable within the culture and forgotten who they are and that they are a guest in the culture? Or is this a case of somebody who is really racist?
Do I think Rory's racist? No,
Of course not. Yeah,
Do I think that there must always there's just law to how white people have to listen to black people in black spaces, I feel.
Period.
Yeah. Like, I agree. If you hurt someone with your words, and when the words are of a certain, context, yeah, I don't think it's your right to be smug in that instance. And I think he acknowledged that.
All right, Chatterboxx fam, I'm going to leave it right there. Make sure you go check out the whole episode so you can see what the rest of the cast takes are on this, because this conversation isn't just about Rory. It's about the culture we all participate in. And we can sit here and debate the tweets all day. We can debate the apology. We can debate the Spaces meltdown. But at the end of the day, the real question is whether we believe in cancellation or course correction, and what accountability looks like when someone has built their platform inside Black spaces. So let me leave it to you. Drop your thoughts and let's talk about it in the comments. Do old tweets define who somebody still is until they prove otherwise? Is canceling them an answer, or can real course correction exist? And what does that look like? Please be honest, be respectful, but don't hold back. Like the video, subscribe if you're liking the channel and the content, and I'll see you on the next one. But until then, you already know, let's talk about it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and go check out my Patreon.